Pre-op diet day 6, almost there.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Day 6. Man, I gotta tell you, there's some big changes today. Well, at least I'm feeling them physically. So we'll go over that in a minute. And we gotta get this workout in. So let's start with that. But you know what time it is. Coffee time. Wanna say hi to everybody? Say hello. So today we gotta take care of a couple things. Which I think today, they call it a type-in, but I think it's just like a pre-op to getting me ready for Monday for my surgery. So we're gonna go take care of that. I'll take you on a trip there. We also have a psychology meeting later on tonight. Can't let you in on that, but I will show you a little couple clips from it. It won't be as dramatic as last time. Also, I will be doing some art today. From there, we got to get our workout in. And we got to get our workout in early, super early today. So that's probably what I'll be doing first. So I'm going to drink this coffee, probably have the shake on the way to the thing, and then probably just have a bar right now. So real fast, I want to kind of go over how I've been feeling with this diet. It's actually been pretty good. It's been all right. I'm not crazy hungry, but I will say there are some physical changes, and then there's some sleep changes, and then there's some bathroom changes, and there are some just overall cleanliness feelings, I guess, right? I guess I'm not so full of junk or whatever you would call it. I mean, it feels okay. You know, I do have to go to the bathroom a lot, right? Obviously, it's a lot of liquids. It's not sustainable, I would say, to live like this forever, because you see these results right away and you're like, oh my God, why am I doing this surgery? I could just do this and I could lose mad weight and I'd be good, right? But I have a feeling if I start going back to a regular diet, even if it's on the healthier side, then my body's going to start to regain that weight or feel that again, right? So as of right now, it's okay. So I got to not let it fool me. I've done this before where I let that initial kind of good feeling fool me into thinking, well, I don't have to continue it, or I could go back to my ways, or, you know, maybe I don't need to do something as drastic, and I just failed again. I will tell you, if you try this diet, you know, or pre-op diet, or you're going into a pre-op diet, or you think you're going to do this on your own, it's good for a few days. But again, I don't know if it's something I could keep up forever, only because of the fact that all liquids and then one meal a day, which is like the little dog. And it's not even that it's a full meal, it's a very small meal. And it's not even that it's a lot of liquids, a lot of protein. But and I'm sure there's people that live like this, right? I'm sure there is. But for me, I know I'm gonna want to go back to at least a taco here and there, or like a couple wings here and there. Whatever, at least a keto style, right? Doing it this way, I know I'm getting ready for pre-op, so I'm being very serious and very harsh on it and very like by the book. And I don't know if I have the discipline to stay with this kind of like, even though some of the stuff's really good, right? Like I like the broth, I like the bars, all that stuff's good. But there's so much other food in the world that I also would like to enjoy, even if it's in a smaller scale, that I don't think just sticking to this would be sustainable. And that's just my honest opinion, right? I told you guys I'd be honest with you guys, right? So like, if there was like a lot of other things that I could eat along with this stuff, then I'd be like, okay. But being that it's only chicken and veggies every single night, I think it would get like redundant, and I think I'd be over it. Again, I'm just saying, it's fooled me once. I'm not gonna let it fool me again. But I do like the positive changes. I do like that I can already start to reach places I couldn't before, right? I can already start to like feel the just the positive changes in my body from it, right? So I know this thing's going to be a good thing, and we just got to go into it positive and know that we're going to do the right thing. And, well, you know, I just had to let you guys in on all that before I get this workout in. See you guys in a minute. Oh, yeah, protein bar, then workout. I almost forgot. I wanted to prepare a protein drink and the chicken broth for later so that it kind of blends, and see if both of them blend pretty good if we do them earlier in the morning. So that way later when we go to eat them, they're already blended and everything's great, right? So let's try that. I'll prepare them right now before the workout. So today's going to be another chicken bouillon with this pineapple orange today. Ooh, that sounds good again. Cold water in this one, and mix, and broth in this one, and mix. And I'll stick them in the fridge for later. Cookies and cream protein bar time. Pretty good. These Gatorade Zeros, They've helped me out so much. Get the fluid in, they get the hydration in. I mean, they just taste good and 0 sugar. So they're on the list. But I'm telling you, these by far have saved my life.
Somehow I messed up and didn't record myself properly, but I did record this. So here it is, my time.
Before I head out to this pre-op thing, we're gonna make our shake. I'm gonna use this Khalifa Farms oat milk. Highly recommend shaking the crap out of it before you start pouring. A spoonful of PB2. Scoop with the cookies and cream. I will tell you guys, I had to cut my workout by 1 round because I got the reminder that I had to do this pre-op stuff, and I figured, oh man, I'm running really late, so I bet it's cool. I could cut it off by 1 round. But now we're on the way there. I had to make my shake, and I had to bring it with me. So I highly recommend one of these thermos cups. I've left drinks in this overnight without the lid, with just some ice, and it's been perfectly fine with ice the next morning. So highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure there's probably other brands that people are going to recommend that say they're better and this and that. Well, you know what? It's all good. But this one I found has been the best. So if you have to be on the go and take your shake, it's great. It's still super frothy and still super icy. And it's already been like 10 minutes. So, you know, for it not to be melting by now, I'm not even runny at all. I highly recommend it. And I will let you guys know what goes on when I get back, because I do have to get back and do my lunch, which will probably be the broth and the fruit drink, and we'll see how good it blended. So keep with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, check it out. It's like 25 minutes later and it's still cold and icy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's still up in there, super icy and fresh. I told you, recommended. Thermos. Time to get our blood drawn. Come see this place. I'm leaving the hospital where they did my pre-screen. Well, you know what? It wasn't even a pre-screen. All they wanted to do was take my blood so that they would have my blood type. So in case something happens during surgery, they can give me some blood or blood transfusion or whatever. But now, time to go home. So I stopped by my dietitian's office to pick up some more stuff. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I did pick up a beef bouillon, but the reason I picked up a beef bouillon is because we're using the beef broth, that kettle and fire one. So wouldn't it mix better, right? I also picked up a mushroom soup, or a cream of mushroom soup, because I kind of love cream of mushroom soup. I also picked up a lemon raz because I do love lemon, and I realized the lemonade might be too dry. So lemon raz, probably a little fruity flavor. Little quick stop at the car wash. Could have that chicken bouillon later with the fruit drink, but right now, some Jell-O with the famous little spoon. So as I get ready for my psychologist meeting, I realize I haven't eaten in a little bit. So I'm gonna take a Gatorade Zero, one of the protein bars, and do this meeting and then get to dinner. I should have ate the broth or the chicken by now, but I don't know if I skipped it, but I stay up pretty late. So I'm probably gonna still do both because I'm still way behind. I'm eating this protein bar and this Gatorade while I talk to you. Sorry. Now it's time for that broth we made earlier. Even though it did mix well, I didn't see quite 8 ounces. So I went and had some of this chicken broth. It's the only one I could find that was low sodium. The doctor said that I should be having low sodium. So I guess we'll change it to that. For today, we'll just add it to this. That pineapple orange we made earlier ended up blending really well. Again, I highly recommend leaving it in the fridge. Making it early, leave it in the fridge. Adding the beef broth to this chicken bouillon soup is pretty damn good. And this drink, man, it always is refreshing. Even though it's a protein drink, it's good. So after a few hours of working on the computer, I decided to have dinner. Same stuff, chicken, veggies, you know. Ooh, gotta add that seasoning. It's always bomb. Now 3 ounces, went a little over, it's all good. Those veggies, so steamy. 6 ounces of the veggies, now grub time. You know, remember, after you grub, put in that bite, you always gotta grab that fork and put it down. And then chew your butt off. Now, after all that chewing, I did have some more Jell-O, and I did have a paleta sugar-free ice cream popsicle, and then I entered everything into my app. Again, being as honest as possible. I think I went over by 1 bar today. I'm not sure, but just kind of in the mood of thinking I wasn't eating, so I had one. So I think my numbers show it right now. I mean, we're still under 1,000 calories, which is pretty good. Thanks for following. See you tomorrow.